Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are, I think, up to the last coaster of the park. At least, when we talk about our goals, which is 10 different coasters, 1400 meters, and 7 in the excitement rating. Now, at the beginning of this park, and if you remember, like years back, no, joking aside, but at the beginning of this park, I wondered whether or not this would count towards completion. And we're gonna find that out once we build the last coaster and either pass the rating test or fail it and I mean pass the rating test. I mean, get the park completed thing, and that will tell me that this has passed the rating test and the length test, or that each coaster needs to be. So we'll see. Regardless, what we need to do first, as we pretty much do at every start of every video, and I think it's good habit to do so, a quick vandalism check. Is there anything broken? That's the big question. Oh yeah. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an emergency. We need to act now. Wow, stuff's bad. Hasn't looked this bad since Nam. Oh my goodness. What's happened there? I mean, why? Game. What did I do to deserve this? Look at it. No, I mean, I understand that the gas breaks stuff because of that. That's just terrible. That's all I can say about it. It's terrible. It's a nightmare. All those scummy vandal boys ruining the park, ruining the fun for everyone. We need more big damages watching you out on the streets, More, what's the color of them again? More black on the streets. But anyway, aside from, that minor area of vandalism, I don't think we have much more in the park. Which leads me to what we're going to do next. Now, we know that for the next coaster, that is going to be this one. That's not the question, or even like a consideration. This is the next and last coaster. But the whole park for the rest is kind of empty in this area. So I feel like we should fill it up. But now is the tricky bit. We have built each and every one of these rides. So I don't think we can escape building doubles. What we haven't built is each and every one of these rides. Like, we don't have this, for example. And we don't have this. So we could go on with a few of these gentle rides. I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Get like a few gentle rides in here. Maybe do like a thrill ride and build like a second version of it. Or you know what? We don't have a slide. We could get a slide in, alright? Yeah, a slide would work. So let's do that. Let's get a few rides in that will basically act as park filler. Now, because this is big, what we'll do with this is, come on, game. Would you be so kind to let me remove those brown buggerers? I think what we should do is have this over here, but rather than going for the simple solution, what we'll do is actually, if we're clever, we do the simple solution. We could do the simple solution over here. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Let's do the simple solution like that then. See? When I said simple, I wasn't lying. And then, I mean, do we want this to be like 5 game Eurobucks? I guess we don't really care anymore, but we had a policy of making money, and money making we shall, right? Oh, and yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, we have to. Even though it's totally unfitting to have fanfare music at a space ride, we're still gonna do it. And because it's space, let's do the abstract thing here. I don't mind those colors so much, but I do want these to be different. Yeah, this looks better. why don't we call this Galileo's? No. we should call this. Wow. Do you see him walking the moonwalk there? Did you saw it? Wow, I saw it. He was walking the absolute moonwalk. Now we shall call this. Look! He's also walking. Look! They are crazy. Why don't we call this Samba Void then? Samba Space Rift. Samba Space Time. Continue. Rift. There. It's a bit of a mouthful, but if you see how the guests walk, I mean, it's all justified. Now we also need like a few more rides over here. So why don't we do like this, for example? We can add that like right next to the coaster entrance that we have here. Doesn't need to have a long queue either. It's gonna look a bit bad though with it being so elevated above the ground. I don't like that, you know. If we can avoid it, that would have my preference. But we need it to have a short queue, so yeah, I guess this is the best we can do. Are we gonna do this with this type of entrance? Hell no. I mean, it's only because the other ride really also looks like a space ride that we do this. But for this one, it's back to the Roman style. Maybe do like something wide with that. That. Now this does have a really high nausea rating. So I will add benches there. Besides, over here, these are like crossroads, so we can do the same is true over there. We can do the jumping fountains. Now I said we would only do those in places where we cannot have benches because of crossroads, but for the rest. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, you're broken down. Okay, you don't say. Right, that's the bowel test though, that's what we've built last time. This, on the other hand, will also be charging like the full $5. 10-minute inspection time and be open for business. Now, why don't we call this the man wheel? Now we should call this Archimedes man wheel. You know, as if this were some clever. Oh wait, Archimedes was Greek, wasn't he? Well, we have a Greek in the Roman era. Better deal with it. Now, as for like over here, I kind of want something there too, because I feel it's a bit too empty, and you know, we're gonna do. This will be like the first of our doubles that we have in terms of rides, but we're gonna do this. You know, I want something here, and this is gonna be it. So it's a bit bad, I know. Oh crap! That's better. It's a bit bad anyway. You know, I know. Building double rides. I mean, in Southern Sands, you know, we just had to. There was no, we would not have won that by just building one of every ride. We needed 2 of every ride in order to win the park. But over here, we don't need that. But I want filler, you know. I want the thing to look good too. So, yeah. We do need to do this. If we do unlimited, we'll have crazy long queue times. I don't want that, you know. I want monies basically, despite me not needing it. So. But why don't we call this? Yeah, how are we gonna call this? I mean, we've done so many names. We should call this the last guidance. I mean, yeah, you know, I guess why not? Let's make it flame colored though. Would that be cool? I think that would be. And this would be like the really white. And if we make this orange and this maybe like a darker red, it's not really flame colored, but it's good enough, you know. It's like a lighthouse on flames, basically. So. Now over here there's another empty area, and I want another thrill right there. Let's get like this thing in there. Oh no, we said we would build a water ride. Shall we build a slide in this area? What we could do, at least I hope, this is height 13, this is height 15. What we could do is do the station below the path. And then have that fill up like this area a bit. We could then also have the QB here, for example. Seems like a good plan. And then we'll do like one more thing, I don't know, somewhere. Do we really? I mean, if we have that, then we're reasonably filled up. Yeah, we'll do one slide here. No, here's the thing. I mean, I'm kind of in dubio, but this looks reasonably filled, right? Do we really want a slide in here? I think that will become too busy. If we do a slide, maybe it's better over here. This seems a much emptier area. But if we do a slide, we need the station facing this way, which... You know what, I'm just gonna go with the ship. I'm just gonna cop out on the easy way. Yeah. What? Are you serious, game here? Are you serious about those trees? Because if you are, I'll start up my chainsaw. Yeah, but that's not the way how we're gonna do things. Now, granted, I might be over enthusiastic here a little. I will admit this, but I'm not. I mean, it should be allowed to be a little bit over enthusiastic, right? I mean, I'm not lacking over enthusiasm here. Damn right I'm not. Alright, that's the limit. We'll charge the full $5. I don't know, maybe this added ride to the side of the coaster has also added to the ratings of this. Yeah, it's almost grand, that's for sure. Definitely helps out, and therefore, that's good to know. Yeah, that's all sorted. Yeah, let's change this around a little bit. Let's go with like bluish, like ocean blue. Then we'll have a black line on a grey arm with like a red and white thingy. Looks good. I like it. Why don't we call this the broadside sim? I mean, that's what they did. Oh no, that's in the medieval times. Man, I'm getting the ages all mixed up here. Archimedes as a Roman, broadsides in the Roman times. You know, when they only had galleons, I believe. I'm getting the ages all mixed up. That's alright now. Now we also said that we would build where is it? This, because we don't have it. Let's also do that. Let's do that over here and then call it good, you know, for what we're gonna do here. Because I thought about the slide. I like the idea of the slide, you know, the reasons for building ones are good. But I don't see it happening, and it's too busy here with tracks. As for this though, I think we can easily squeak one in, like here, if we terraform it. Of course, that's what we're gonna do, like that. And I will add like a few Roman buildings, you know, terraform out a few Roman buildings, just so you know. Let me see. So if we go all the way over here, we're good. Now, where do we want this to go? Shall we make like a a little Roman village thing here. There's like a few houses, and then ooh, could we do an aqueduct? Like if we do like an aqueduct, what is the terrain? That's 30. We could do an aqueduct from like over here. That would be cool. I think we should do one. Alright, so let me see. If we do the aqueduct, I'm not doing this in a clever way. Usually you start the other way around with this. But for now, I'll do something. And then, where exactly are you? Ah, there you are. Maybe I should have left the trees because I need to remove them. Yeah. I mean, that's a reason for me to keep the trees. Is just to remove them. Now what we can do then is maybe add like a tiny house, like over here. That will have the water coming in. Now that seems cool. And what we can do is this. And then, rather than, maybe we need to heighten that a little bit. But we're gonna make something cool here, guys. Just give me, yeah, we need to heighten this by 1. This is just me doing some cool terraforming stuff here. Just hold on. Let's go with like the white coloring here, and I want these to be not an iron roof. Those. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll have this be. I mean, there's gonna be water on top here anyway. And you know what we could do to make this look even cooler? I just now realized is do this and then watch this. This is gonna be like absolutely going all out, but I think you'll like what I'm gonna do here. And then back 1 and remove that. See, like I said, we're going all out. How does that look? Oh yeah, guys. This is just, this is really going all out. I love it. I love it. And then what we'll do, we'll basically do the same trick here too. It's not really gonna add anything, but wow, all of a sudden, you know, I started to make this look like the park is actually looking nice and good. I mean, we've been building awesome coasters and rides only, but then all of a sudden we make like really cool looking aqueducts. Don't know what's up with that, you know, but I like it. Now this is just to demonstrate like, you know, where the water is coming from and all that. So we'll then do the same trick again, because this building here is basically acting like a, I don't know, like a funnel of sorts. Like there's a river rapids in a way. It's impossible because yeah, I was about to say, like, it's not possible for it to be in the way. Look, so basically that building, you know, over here, acts like a, where it drops down, like a waterfall building. How cool is this? Guys, I think this is absolutely amazing. What we need to do is give this like the brick look. So it looks different from the... What did we do here? Yeah, I was about to say, like, get the same looks. And then what we can do is we can just quickly add like a few houses here, you know. So we have something to go through with our with our ghost train ride. So we'll do something like that, and then we'll also add like a 3x3, which I could have done way easier, I'm aware, but with like the one in the front. So, like I said, it's not gonna be too fancy, but something like that. And then let's get the roofing out there. And then also we're gonna have both of them be gray colored. So we'll do this. Let me just get that. That's the better view. I like this. I don't know. You know what we can do? We can have like a temple thingy on top. I don't like flat roof spots. You know, I usually want those to be slanted, but or at least have like a slope. So we'll do that. The same for over there. And then here's what we're gonna do to cover this up. Look. Oh crap. I did it the wrong way. It should be like that. Maybe what we can do even is this. And then do the temple thing. Well, that looks cool, right? It does. Nice. I like it. And then same kind of deal over here, but just way more simple. And then we'll develop our ghost train through all of this, Maybe add like a few statues and stuff. But this ghost train is gonna steal the show completely. And of course, we can also just zoom through with our last coaster that we're gonna build soon. So, nice, I like it. Back to this over here. Let us start with an entrance for starters. We'll hook it up over there somewhere, I think that will be the best. And then the exit there, and then, you know what, let's do that first, because I know myself, I will make it impossible to get back to, to the path if I don't do this right now. So much knowledge about myself, it's unheard of. Nice. And then basically we have to more or less do the same trick here, just with a bit of road removal. So there. Nice. Well, guys, I think right now the time is truly there to start with the track construction, but I just wanted to do this. I had to, really. And this looks like this house actually has like the is the source of the aqueduct. How cool! I really like our aqueduct, to be honest. So. Now, if we now do like a straight curve, then we'll be in. Oh wait, no, we don't even want to go down that deep. I was not aware there was like a there was an even deeper level that we could go to. Now it seems that rather than doing I don't know about that, but that's a shame. I had not really kept that in mind. That's okay though. We don't need to pass through there at the same space. What we can do is this. And then work our way upwards. I mean, working our way upwards is relatively crash proof now, isn't it? What height is exactly was it? Oh, we're not even there yet. Can you imagine? And we'll do a braking tunnel or spinning tunnel. Go up even one further. Wow, it's all the trees everywhere. I mean, what is up with them olive trees here? Did the Romans eat olives by chance? Wait, never mind. Don't answer that. They were Italians after all. Yes. And then let's do like a breaky tunnel. See that we go around the trees. And then now we need to get back all the way over there. Shall we see that we head towards that area right now? I think that would not be such a bad idea. Especially considering that where I try to do this right now is already not possible. So maybe what we should do instead is see that we get there at like a different place. And now it says Treeway. That's okay though. Let's see, we don't need to go into the underground anymore. So we can do this. I'm not sure if this will launch the thing off its tracks. But let's just see how it goes. Because basically we have like a high speed drop in there by just following the terrain. And I don't mind following the terrain. Also, I believe... Okay. I guess we'll remove the tree. If that's the way of it. Not sure about how this thing is gonna handle all the crash opportunities that it has. Let me see. Well, what we do know is that with this, we're basically back home. And that's where we need to be anyway, so booyah. Time to test it. I'm not entirely sure about how crash-proof this thing is exactly. I know that this brake here is definitely needed, but we'll see. Now, what we can do, of course, is set up the rest, because that's not really that difficult. Do like $5, yes. And let's just watch it. I think we've added a nice area there. We might want to add like a few more Romanesque type things, like a few pillars here and there, you know. But we'll do that. Let's see, you know, whilst it's test riding, you guys do watch that for me. Like something like that looks good, right? And then a statue like near the house. Another one there. I kinda like this. You know, the way this looks. I think it looks good. Makes it look a little bit more like a garden of sorts, right? Well, it doesn't crash. So, I don't know. Open it up. Right. Let's see. We shall aptly name this, of course. And why don't we call this Romulus Botanica? I mean, Romulus was one of the founding gods of Rome, right? You know, of the empire, I do believe. We don't have choices there. Yeah, this seems good enough for me. Now, quickly though, we need an entry sign there. That's for sure. And you know what? This is one of the few places that I feel like this is in place. Else it just looks stupid. There. Now this is just to because yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be able to walk like this then? Huh? So this is purely for our own good lookings of the park, so to say. There you are. That's also because I see that we have neglected integral part of the whole designing and building, aesthetics of rides that we've been up to so far. Oh, it looks good though, and it's 3.98. That's not bad. Definitely looks good. Rightio, colors it is. What are we gonna do here? Shall we see what we can do in terms of like black tracks? And then are we gonna go with like what would this look like? It looks bad. Oh, we're gonna have this. I'm sorry guys, but it's what? Hold on, what? How exactly? We don't even really have supports anywhere other than maybe this curve here, so no. No please. Can I have candy colors? Those look really bad. Wow. That looks fancy. It's like almost massively golden tubes. That looks a little bit too golden, but that has the contrast back in it, but this though, I like this. It's unique. It gives like a we're not over there, but with the sunlight on it. Oh, it looks good. And I believe only the red has it. Yeah, this looks not good. Right, that's what we'll go with. As for the cars, they're good as is. So yeah, now, well guys, I think we filled up like this area quite a bit more, It looks better, there's stuff to do, rides to visit, money to spend here. And that means that we are now ready, I feel, for like the last coaster of the park that we're gonna build next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.